They're notorious for having a different amount of big families each generation. Hello, I'm Romelia, and as you might know, I like books. So far on this channel, I've talked about other people's work. This time, I wanted to try something a little bit different, to talk about my own stories. The Infernal Cave is the name of the world in my debut novel, as well as 2 other planned novels and a whole bunch of short stories. World War V broke out. It lasted about 6 years before higher powers stepped in and put an end to it. The creatures themselves had been arguing about the best way to stop humanity from destroying itself. The archangels believed that the best way was to separate each country, making sure each country was able to supply themselves. There would be no need to take other lands because you wouldn't gain anything from it. The Dukes of Hell believed that the best way to stop humans from fighting wars was to make sure that each country was so dependent on each other that no one would benefit from a war. So humanity is split in 2 groups, one living on the surface, each country separated by an uncrossable sea, while the other part of humanity lives underground in a cave system created just for them, and that is the Infernal Cave. The cave is separated into three states, each state focused on something their founding demon valued, and all of them created to complement each other. In really simple terms, Bells is the state of biology and medicine. Lucif is the state of art and knowledge, while Astro is the state of power and technology. The big families are 1 or more families that knows the secret and history about the cave system and are not really tasked, but they are the ones mainly responsible to keep the peace. All of the big families are descendants to their founding demon. So the Edelstein family, for example, have Lucifer's blood running through their veins, even if the amount is fairly small when my first story begins. Starting with Bells, they're notorious for having a different amount of big families each generation. But by the time this takes place, we have the Neptune family, who are responsible for biological research, including medicine and organ transplants. We have the Saturn family, who are responsible for psychological research, mental health and brain oddities. Then we have the Jupiter family, which focuses on wildlife, plants and animals. All of them actually stems from the Neptune family, but Bells is kind of under the idea that each child needs to have their own family name, so they often reuse old family names. And yes, each state has a theme. In Lucif, we have the Edelstein family. Only. They're the only family left, even if they have many children. They have kind of all the responsibilities of Lucif, but their main responsibility is the state library, or the city library of their capital, which stores everything known to humans, every book they ever had the chance to get, like every record, including how many people enter and leave their capital each day. Last but not least, we have Astro, who, despite being the technology and future-driven state, is the only state who still has their 4 original families left. We have the Leaf family, who are responsible for making sure there is enough food and also mainly responsible for the orphanages. Then there is the Sunray family, who are responsible for education, except the Finders Academy. But that is a different story. The Petal family. Speaking of Finders, their main responsibility are the Finders organization. They're the ones who travel in the cave system, who are trained to travel and to protect the people. The Snow family, which are responsible for all the technological stuff. Shelters, weapons, vehicles, kitchen appliances. They do take on a heavy load of the main task of Astro. They're also seen as the most important family and the most responsible one, especially in this current century. I know this isn't my typical kind of video, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways, and I hope you'd like to stick around for more of my other writing shenanigans. These are a bit scarier to make than my book talk videos, since they are more personal, but I would like to take you on with me on this writing journey and eventually my self-publishing journey. If there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, have a great adventure, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! It's getting kind of dark out here, and I've been having children just going outside with their little like kick bikes, the electric kick bikes, just going through. There's a big water puddle, so I had to wait because I was not gonna sit here and talk to myself or to the camera while they were just going around. I would also like to add that it's like 11 in the night, so I had no idea what they were doing here at this time. I thought I was